Hi, good morning. Oh, no jewellery today. Slightly different video today because I'm doing so much for Christmas and stuff. I don't have a lot to show you because I can't show it till later. So what I'm doing now is I wasn't actually tagged by Deena, Mosquito Valley blog, but I thought I would just do the tagging thing that she got tagged on. So we'll start off. Here we go. It says, when and where you were born. Well, if anybody knows me well enough and follows my blog, you would know when I was born. There's a few clues, you know, a few videos back. I was born in a place called Royton, which is near Oldham, which is in Lancashire. Or now they call it Greater Manchester, but back in the old days it used to be Lancashire. It was a little village, which is now grown, of course, and everybody knew everybody, and it was quite insular, quite tiny. So that was where I was born. Favourite colours? Anybody who knows me knows that, which is purple. Purple, aubergine, and more purple. Followed by red, or any of the jewel colours, you know, the deep, rich jewel colours. You know, like your sort of, oh, not jade, that's a bit light, but you know what I mean, the very deep colours. And of course black, because I wear a lot of black, because I hope it's slimming. Right, my three favourite quotes. Well, the first one I'm going to pinch from my son. He's actually got this tattooed across his chest like a low bracelet. No necklace. It says, never let your fear stand in the way of your dreams. The second one is from my grandma. It's, can't means won't try. When I was little, I used to say, I can't do it, Grandma. And she used to say, can't means won't try. Go try it. Then if you can't do it, I'll show you how to do it. So whenever I hear people say, I can't do that, I always want to say, can't means won't try. Bit of my grandma. So you get these things in your head when you're kids and they don't come out, do they? And then another one is one that I've learnt over the years, which is, sorry about the bit of cussing, don't let the bastards grind you down. In other words, you know, people say hurtful things, they do it all the time. You know, people say nasty things just to get to you. You know, and I just think, walk away. If there's something that you can't change, don't enter into the argument. Just don't let the bastards grind you down, you know. Because they want to do that. They want to hurt you. They want to prick you and sting you and be nasty. And there's always going to be some people in this world who do that. So I just think, stuff you. Don't care. Yeah. Three favourite shows. Well, one of my favourite shows you may not have heard of if you're from the US. That's Last of the Summer Wine. It's about retired old men living in a little country village, what they do when they wander up and down the hills and that. The next one you will have heard of because it's Rizzoli and Isles. I like that, and all the CSI ones as well. And then the third one I like at the moment is an Australian one. Well, there's two Australian ones actually. Well, there's Miss Fisher Murder Mysteries, and there's what's he called, Dr. Blake. They're both Australian ones. What qualities I look for in a friend? Well, obviously truthfulness. It's no good having a friend who lies all the time, is it? They've got to have a sense of humour. Must have a sense of humour. That's absolutely imperative. And they must be upbeat. It's alright, we all have down days. I have down days. We all have a whinge, we all have a moan. But I mean, generally they are upbeat and they like to see the fun in life and the humour in a situation. I can't do with moany minis, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't mean moany minis now and again. Moany minis all the time, you know. Can't do with them. Right, do I like my name? Well, sort of now I did. But now I do. I didn't because where I came from, it was a very strong accent. And my name, as you know, my full Sunday name is Janet. But they used to call me Janet. Oh. And in fact, I used to say, I'm not a knit, I'm a net. Yeah. So then my nieces used to call me Auntie Nettie. I think so. One of them still does, Auntie Nettie. Because they used to start quoting it with me. I'm not a knit, I'm a net. Yeah. Would I have changed it? Well, when I was a child and I was into Little Women and everything, I wanted to change it because my middle name is Elizabeth. And I wanted to be known as Beth, as one of the women from the Little Women. But my mum wouldn't change it, of course. And my brother used to call me Jezebel anyway, so... And my dad used to call me Joey because he said I taught more than the budgie did, so... Yes, so... What do I dream? My recurrent dream, actually, is losing my purse. Looking in my bag and my purse isn't there. Or looking in my purse and the money's gone. Money's been stolen. I can't find it anywhere. That's probably a dream to do with my worrying about my financial status, but or anything else. And also I dream about finding a toilet, or trying to find a toilet with a door. I sometimes find toilets in the middle of a room where everybody's talking and there's no door to close, nothing. That's usually because I want the toilet and I need to get up and use the toilet. I just hope I never do find a toilet in my dreams, because I don't know what might happen. I might wake up feeling very wet. Yeah, and another one of my dreams from a long time ago was winding up a huge ball of string. I'd be winding this ball and it would be absolutely huge like that. And I never got to the end of winding it before I woke up. Do I wear makeup? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If I feel like putting makeup on, I get up, I put makeup on. If I don't, I don't. I had to wear makeup, well I didn't have to, but I did. Wear makeup and formal clothes for such a long time in my business work that I just don't bother. Oh gosh, here we go. Well, sorry. Guess who that was on the phone? It was Sue. So you might be getting another video from me today. Right, where were we up to? I don't know whether this was on the list, but I wanted to add it. It's the favourite clothes, favourite type of clothes. Well, as you know, I'm anything boho. You know, the big skirts with the 3 tiers. You know, very much like Stevie Nicks and all that. Scarves, gypsy type clothing, that's me. And of course lots of jewellery, even though I've not got any at the minute, but I will put something on before Sue comes. Right, if I was to write a book, what would I write a book about? Well, I've actually started a book about 3 times. It's more or less autobiographical, is that right? Anyway, about my childhood and the way I was brought up in a mill town and everything and all the stories that are there. So the title of my book, I already had one, I don't know whether I'll change it, was Itchy Woolly Socks. That comes from the fact that I used to have what they call growing pains up my legs when I was little. Now they call it juvenile arthritis, but my mum would insist on me wearing wool. Woolly vests, woolly socks. And they used to aggravate me like I still can't wear wool. And I would scratch my little legs raw and push them down around my ankles, and my mother would yank them back up to my knees, saying, I've made you these to keep your legs warm, you've got to wear them. Ooh. So that's one of my first memories, is itchy woolly socks. What makes me angry? Abuse of any kind. Animals, children, wives, husbands, I suppose. Any kind of abuse. That makes me really, really angry. Any wars that use the name of religion to hide behind, yeah. I know there's always going to be wars, but we don't want a war because your religion's different to mine. I can't be doing with that, I'm sorry, I just can't. And any nastiness and bullying, it goes on and it always will go on. You know, the kind of nastiness that goes on in the workplace, goes on in schoolyards, bullying goes on in schoolyards. I was very, very fortunate, and I went to an all-girls school many, 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 many years ago. And my headmistress wouldn't stand for any kind of bullying whatsoever. No, she wouldn't. She used to nip it right in the bud. And I do think that now they don't have the powers that they used to have, the teachers in the school. I mean, we didn't dare cheek a teacher. It was like, go to the headmistress if you did, and you used to dread going to the headmistress. Because it was a real threat back in the day, yeah. But now, I mean, they're just so cheeky, they answer back, swear, do everything, bully other kids, and nothing gets done, nothing gets said. Now that makes me angry. Right, what makes me happy? Well, of course, if you know me, what makes me happy? Yarn, crochet. Any days when I'm relatively free of pain. I mean, I'm never free of pain, but what I call free of pain means I'm functioning and I can do things. Sunny days. I love sunny days. I love my friends, yeah. I love being retired, most of all. Don't like the money business, but I do love being retired. I love being my own boss. Not having to answer to somebody, not having to go and work with somebody goes, it's great. Get up when I want, reasonably so, except for when I get Gigi. Right, who am I a big fan of? Well, crochet-wise, of course, I've got Doris Chan. She's my all-time favourite. Although I did used to swear at her a bit when I first got my first books. Sorry, Doris. I like the lovely crow and the newborn knots for the baby clothes. And there's lots of other designers that I like for various things. And I love watching Advanced Style by Ari Seth Cohen. He has YouTube videos and he picks out these lovely, lovely ladies who are advanced, let's say 70, 80 years old, who wear the most fantastic, colourful clothes, and they basically don't give a damn. They wear what they want, they wear loads of jewellery, they go dressed out outlandishly. Now, while I wouldn't quite do that, I love the idea of wearing just what you want and never mind what anybody else thinks of you. And of course I'm a big fan of all my YouTube friends and fans who I always interact with, hopefully, and hopefully chat to online and everywhere else, yeah. Right, what are my favourite snacks? Well, they used to be crisps or potato chips, what you would call them, but not anymore. I've not had any for 3 months because I find them very addictive. Once I get the taste of the salt or whatever. I only like plain crisps, by the way. I can't stop eating them. So, as you know, I'm trying to diet, so I cut them out. Not that it's made 1 pound of difference in my weight, but I've cut them out. Chocolate I don't really eat much unless it's there, you know. I eat chocolates at Christmas time when they get given to me. And I will occasionally buy chocolate biscuits, although I try not to because I know I'll eat them. What I'm snacking at the moment are Rivitas or crisp breads or whatever, you know, but have to be buttered. And toast. One of my favourite things is just toast with butter. Has to be white bread though, not brown, sorry. My favourite food really is a full English breakfast, if you know what that is. Or an English Sunday lunch, which is the roast beef or whatever, you know, with the Yorkshire puds and all the vegetables and the roasted potatoes. Failing that, I like Chinese food. No Indian, don't like Indian. My favourite drink, teetotal, would be fresh orange juice or sparkling water. If we're talking alcoholic, I like Coca-Cola with dark rum in it. But I don't have that often. 10 random facts about me. I studied ballet till I was 11. I passed the exams to go to RADA, which is the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. But I failed the medical because I've got short toes on my right foot and they thought that it would affect me going on my points. So I got turned down. I was really, really upset about it when I was a child, but looking back, I probably wouldn't have gone because I was a bit of a home family girl and it would have meant me going to London at a very tender age, and I don't know how I would have coped with that. I also used to belly dance, not professionally because I was never that good, but I used to love belly dancing until my back problems just caused me to have so much pain I couldn't do it anymore. I've driven an articulated lorry, or a truck or whatever you want to call it in the US. Not on the roadway though, I only drove it round a car park, but I was quite chuffed with my little self because it has millions of gears, doesn't it? So I drove it round a car park. I once went to a nightclub and Tony Christie was he's still around, but he was a great singer, crooner in the 60s, 70s. And I was wearing a loopy knitted jacket which was all loops. And as he walked past me, his cufflink got caught in my jumper, pulled it up short. So he insisted on gently untangling it while I'm gazing in his eyes and sniffing his aftershave. And he says, you know, there's other ways to meet me. He said, instead of snagging me down. I said, oh, right. What else did I do? Well, I crocheted mini dresses, hot pants, lurex bikinis for a boutique when I was in my 20s. Did all of that. I mean, you know, you leave your son outside of a shop or anything like that in his pram. Well, I actually left my son locked in a toilet in Athens. I should explain, we were in a big party, a big group of people. And he would drift off with other people, and I honestly thought he'd drifted off with somebody else. It was only when I got down to where we were all meeting at the coach, I discovered he wasn't there. So I discovered him sobbing his heart out, locked in the toilet of the restaurant in Greece. So that's my big shame. Right. Another thing happened recently was I fell over backwards in the dog basket and I couldn't get out. So I was doing like row, row, row your boat, trying to get the dog basket and me over to the chair or something solid where I could pull myself up. Because of my knee situation, I can't get up once I'm down here. Another random fact, I can't track a ball in midair. You know when you play tennis, table tennis, anything, I can't track the ball. I go like that and I don't know where it goes. It doesn't go to my racket. My ex-husband used to say he swore there was a hole in the bat because I couldn't do anything with it. I did get it diagnosed actually. I've got, oh God, what is it? Something where your eyes flicker anyway, but they're on a delay. I see things as a delay. So when the ball's coming to me, when I think it's where I think it is, it's not, it's further along than, anyway. It's a cross I have to bear, I can't play tennis. Another thing, I can't stand heights of any description. When I'm on a plane, I have to sit on the aisle seat. I can't look out the window. I once went up Blackpool Tower, which is like a mini version of the Eiffel Tower. I got up to the top on the lift. My ex-husband and my son went running to the edge to look over the edge, and I just went like that. I said, no, I'm going down. And I got back in the lift, and I went down to the bottom again. And they were laughing at me. So when we went to Paris, it was a no-brainer. I just wasn't even going there. And Gigi's growling at nobody, because there's nobody there. Oh, and another of my things is a random fact. I went to a party just down the street here. And I got to the door, I never got past the doorway, I was in the hall. And the host said to me, would you like a drink? And I said, yes, I would. Thank you, I would like rum and coke. So he brought it to me and I sipped it and I thought, oh, God, that's strong. And I said to him, did you make it, like I said, with rum and coke? He said, yes, I did, yes, I did. So it was a really, really hot day, so I was sat there chatting and I was drinking it quite fast because I was thirsty. And then all of a sudden, woof, it hit me. Everything's going round and I'm like, oh, I've got to go home, got to go home. So my ex had to sort of stagger me home, like. And I woke up the following morning with all my clothes on, upside down in the bed with my head hanging over the foot end. So the following day I saw the host. I said to him, what on earth did you give me? He said, I made the drink like you said. That much coke and that much rum. So that was the shortest party I've ever been to. I lasted about, I don't think I lasted 25 minutes. So everybody had a good time at the party apparently. But I didn't because I was home. I should explain I'm not much of a drinker. I used to have a problem with alcohol when I was in my 30s. And that was when my marriage was breaking up and different things were happening in my life. And I just stopped drinking. Just stopped dead drinking. And now I very seldom have a drink. May have about one drink a week. That much rum. That much coke. As my friends said, God, you drown it, how can you taste it? But I can taste it and it's fine. Anyway, I'm just going to get myself ready. Maybe put some jewellery on or something like that. Maybe change, I don't know, because I don't like this dress. Put it on and I don't like it. So, and probably make a video with Sue. So, bye for now. Bye.